Greetings, citizens. I am your host, Jay Voodoo Child, and this is Manor Lords. We are playing a beta campaign in patch 0.8.035. This is a significant patch. It has changed pretty much everything to the game. And so I am kind of specializing this campaign around castle building. And also, this is kind of showcasing this general principles that I am kind of adapting to with the new patches, or the new patch, I should say. And so we're kind of in a transition period where we're trying to get to like stage 14, I would say, of the development. We're getting several different industries going. We got the wool and textiles going. This is actually my first level 2 artisan. It's the tailor shop. And I've just got one person in the weavers, and I think one each with the sheep farm, and then like 3 purchasing new, but I'm kind of running out of money a little bit. Speaking of money, I noticed that I am starting to collect some pelts, so I'm going to trade those away. I think they're under crafting supplies, so yep. And we can just get rid of all of these. So we just got a little bit of iron coming in. And since our deep or our rich stone deposit is going to be feeding our castle, and we're going to build our castle over here and then possibly extend it over here to this pass. I'm thinking about setting up some of our, like an extra sawmill here, and then like our 2 stone buildings for mortar and dress stone kind of over here, so the supplies are a lot closer to this area, and probably even a warehouse here. So I'm thinking about all of that. Got the well here, and then like some housing for just those personnel. And kind of see how that goes. I got one person over here. I'm going to try out something else. I just basically wanted to start collecting wood here. I've got the extended range, kind of clearing out all of this kind of stuff on the edge. I'm leaving this group for wood cutting, but I'm not selling off the charcoal this go around. So I've got like uber supplies of fuel. I'm wondering if I want to claim some land just to prevent like, claim this area here and not do anything with it, just prevent bandits from showing up in that particular area. So, or it's salt. Let's see what this actually looks like. For whatever reason, this is the first batch of mercenaries. So it's August. We should have a bandit camp showing up this month. So we'll figure out whether they'll hire another group or just send this group out. And I don't know, this has gotten kind of bugged out here. My retinue has gotten completely bugged out. Not completely. I just have 3 members that are not able to do anything. But yeah, let me just check out the fertility here. So I think this is the only place with good fertility. And if I was doing a regular campaign, I might want to grab that and just have that for the flax for armor and the barley for booze. That way I can get into more tier 3s. But for this particular scenario, I'm just thinking about bandit camp denial as far as was the biggest hassle for me to get to. Oh wow, this is an interesting little place over here. So if you were there, this would be your opposite number. I'm not even sure that since there's not a connecting road, which way, whether they would just come up through this pass right here. And you can just sit here, or whether they're going to be more interested about coming over here. And, you know, certainly this is much harder to defend. So, some interesting maps for sure. Yeah, originally you were thinking about, just putting up your castle up on the high ground here, but this turned out to be my best farmland, so that got reserved there. And so now I'm just kind of looking to protect the passes. But yeah. So there's not much I can do about claiming, so I'm not sure why I'm looking at it that much. So let's just get underway. All right, it is August. Next month is harvest time. All right. I think this is the last month of growing season. And we got 2 open spaces with growth of 2 more. Alright, so you're 2 of 2 in there. 2 of 2 in there. And is this an open 2? Nope. You're 2 and 2 there. Oh, this is the new ones. So yeah, we're gonna keep these singles. So we got 1 space here and one space over here. I know it can be looking, 1 space there. Let's put you in the greenery. Get some extra people there. All right, so we're down to the end of our and so once you are cleaned out, I'm going to move you down to the clay, and then we'll figure out all right, 1 and 6, and I've got 21, so I can do the 3. I'm surprised there's that many rocks there. Yeah, see, these wipe out the rocks. And the rocks are, you know, all over the range. And I think these get, like, real inefficient, like only one person. Yeah, I could be doing a whole lot more with, like, yeah, one person out of the family is working it. So this last little bit's going to be slow. And, you know, maybe that's not worth the 79, you know, rubble stone. We'll see if this thing is working. I just want to start loading up logs into this, so when I get a sawmill up and running, it's just going to pull from there. Pretty sure I don't need this second. Alright, what does the other stuff look like? I think mortar is the one with the buildings. But I also want to say the buildings are not previewed correctly. Alright, let's see about the corpse pits. Yeah, that'll work out nicely. All right, let's pause it. What was that, mortar? All right, that's pretty good. We'll just curve that into there. We got some bushes or something in the way. Okay, yeah, that's just a visual thing there. All right, and so all right, no, that's and the saw pit. All right. Get rid of you. Not sure about that. One building sticking out a little bit too much. See if we can get a little extra room in there. Ooh, that's the deal right there. Don't have a good snap. There we go, that should do it. All right. So plenty of housing left over when this does go back to 80 and I can get back to my 2 pop a month. And if I do something over here, I still have some space to kind of start wrapping houses around. So we have a dedicated ox in this saw pit. And this saw pit is going to be primary for these artisans, which are going to be weapons for crossbows, and basically utilizing all the iron out of here. Alright, 62 left there. Alright, animals are at 10. You're hanging out 20. Alright, you got a little extra space in all of them. Yeah, let's see what my trade's like. Alright, foreign traders. So let's close this down. So we got how many level 2 houses? Just 3 at the moment. It's about to go to 5. Actually, it's about to go to 6. So I guess the next question is, do I want to work spears or crossbows next? And I'm thinking I want spears. Get that, first militia unit up to 36, and they can handle at least one bandit unit, and the retinue, the second for the raiders. Okay, you're already into position. So if they appear over here again, then I will have a fairly good chance getting them. If this is their only unit, then I can win any race to get to a bandit camp in one of the open areas. I just got to be mindful I've only got 21 men over there, which should be able to handle a bandit camp by themselves still. But I expanded before. All right, pantries. Why is this happening? It's got too much going on. All right, some clothes going on here. All right, getting over to the storehouse. We want them to. All right, they're starting. Okay, we've got how many? Three level 2s. Oh, okay. I need to get more stalls. So do we want to do a controlled situation? Okay, no food. Just clothing and firewood. Or fuel. And we need to get an extra person in there. How do we want to do this? We want to pull this person. doing way over there? So yeah, let's free up the ox over here. I think you need to have a person in there. It's like the hounds with the hunting grounds. We only want... That's the one we want to keep. Alright, food's all there. So we're going to need 2 people in these locations from here on out. Why are you still only 22 planks? What's going on over here? That's why. Actually, do we want to shut this down? I think we do. Alright, so you are stone cutters. $38. Alright, bandit camp. On the 27th. So, bandit camp 4. Alright, so they're just going to use this mercenary group. And the question is, what is my route going to be? Alright, I should be able to beat them. So those are the transporters coming back without lamb, so yeah. Oh, you are starting to grow. I guess because this hunting lodge was all full up. And you're still full.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on a fine station.
So just too many random places. Do we want to get you expanded? I'm thinking we do. So that was on the end here? Nope. So I want all those singles right now. Alright, September is here. We are stone clay, iron animals, mushrooms, year 2, September. Alright, harvest season. So, warehouse worker, an unassigned, a herder, an unassigned, or is that this? A stone cutter, okay. A miner. Two miners. Alright, you were iron miners, correct? Alright, you are empty. you are down one. So let's see. You, stonecutter, and granary. Let's get you granary. Stonecutter, stonecutter. Let's get you warehouse. Warehouse. Where's the first person? Alright, you are there. Let's move you here. And unassigned for the second. Where's that granary? We got forest. Forest. Two tailors. Two forests. Unassigned. Alright. I think one person can handle this now. Alright, both the forester huts are up and running. Alright, maximize that. Where is this granary worker? There they are. And we've got two unassigned. I got 32 on the deposit. How much? 4 days left. It's time to end this. Alright, so 32 there. And we may even want to relocate this. You just started. Great. Alright, how much iron do we have? 20. So we can start making the spears and 19 planks. People, woodcutters. Woodcutters where? So unassigned, and you were forcers, right? Alright, let's get this going. And let's also build the bloomery. Not enough goods. Alright, so I have no spoilage or no weather effects, so all this stuff can hang out on the ground. So hunting camp is full again. We just got way too much stuff building right now. But hopefully without doing anything on the stone deposits. And we need 4 for this stuff. No, 6. So we need another 20 here. So that went quickly. Just need someone to finish off these buildings as well. Alright, so we are 28. So we're at 45. $72. $28. $70. $91. $90. And 44. So I'll look at those changes later on, start kind of evaluating all that stuff. We'll see how my alright, wasn't paying attention and they won anyway. Did not suffer any losses, even on their ground. And I am going to send it all to my nearest town. So no extra goodies. And I'm going to walk them back here, or... So that was a successful bandit snipe. And let's see if they actually move off the map this time. You know, let's try dig these guys out again. I got another 6 months. Actually, yeah, I've got raids coming. So let's get them back home, see if we can get that. All right, Bloomery. All right, pantry is full on all these houses. So yeah, the 75s just cannot keep up with when it's harvest time. Or are they talking about these camps? I don't know why all these camps just decide to blow up. I mean, just did the dogs just run nuts? So just too much to build. I've got 3 spare houses, so that's good. We are at 77%. Oh, and this is the... Okay. So much planks I need to take care of. And these are my warehouse and granary workers, so if I start upgrading them, there's a priority on this medium. All right. So you will need a dedicated person after that. You're out of timber, so let's get dedicated. And we are at 56 minutes. Let me double check this. So we're still picking up goods. Is that what phase we're in? Yep, so you are clear there. You're about done there. And that was, so yeah, it shouldn't be long before everything's picked up off the ground, then they'll start plowing. I don't want them plowing over here. Alright, wheat and rye. Alright, so there's that action. Thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of when I post new videos. And please share with me your comments on this campaign so far. What do you think of this kind of scenario to kind of showcase some of the techniques that I'm starting to integrate into my particular campaign? Are they useful for you? And I know I really haven't done much with the castle building yet, other than just kind of deciding to end this thing before the tools maintenance are up. So 4 days left on that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.